All right, Sensei Duran, and we're here with someone who's making El Paso history. Go ahead and introduce yourself for us.
My name is Torres, but call me Danny.
All right, Danny, Aiden, whatever we want to go by. Let's go by NXN qualifier. How does that sound?
Man, it sounds great.
So, as this season started out, you know, you were pretty much not even on the radar in terms of running company for El Paso. And now here you are, you had an incredible cross-country season. You killed it out in Woodbridge, killed it out in Desert Twilight, but still it kind of seemed like you didn't get the respect that you deserved in terms of running here in Texas. You know, do you feel like a little slighted by that, or do you feel like it was just kind of, it didn't bother you too much? Talk to us a little bit about that.
It didn't bother me. I know I had the hard work. I've done the hard work, and I know I had it in me. I just had to show it, and yeah.
Well, now you kind of feel like, do you feel like you deserve the respect? You don't care about the respect, or things just kind of resume as normal?
I mean, I hope I get respect from how I did today, but if I don't get it, it's okay with me.
All right, and let's jump right in. We had, I think, something, 10 to 15 state medalists in this race alone. You're in elite company. Caden Leonard was one of the favorites, an amazing runner. You were right behind him. How do you feel like you stack up against these guys? How did you feel going into this race, stacking up against these guys first?
I mean, every race is nervous. You know, you never know who you're running against. But all the work we put in over the summer, morning, night, man, I knew I had it in us, and we showed it today.
And getting on that starting line, what were the thoughts going through your mind?
Just, I had no goals, because Coach always tells us goals set you up for failure. You don't wanna put a goal on yourself, because it could bring you down any mid-race. So I knew I was gonna go in there, do my best, and worked out.
And was there anything about this race? I know you guys have been here before, so it's no surprise, in terms of what the course is like. We didn't get any mud. It was a little bit slippery. There were some sections that were a little slippery. Was there anything about this course this time around that surprised you?
Last year I didn't remember the course that well. It was really rainy. I don't really remember much,
right.
But man, I love this course.
And talk to us, through that last loop. What's going through your mind? How did you feel physically? And what were you battling at that moment in the race?
Third lap, I saw myself. I knew I was in the front pack. I just had to hold on, and I knew I was up there.
You had some excellent progression. You made moves, and this is a very hard course. That people that aren't aware, this is a very hard course to make moves because it's so narrow, and there's not a whole lot of room to pass people side by side. So you got to be real selective with where you can make your changes and adjustments. Do you feel like that was easier to make this time around? Because I was able to see that you made some transitions throughout the race. I would say you're maybe top 15, top 20, going into that second loop. And then towards the end, you got a 4th place finish. So talk to us a little bit about that.
It's really narrow. The trees on the edges make it really hard to pass, and you don't want to trip. And I have spikes on, so it's kind of hard with the rocks. But I was able to make moves on the stretches around the turf, and it worked out.
And what's the emotions coming through your mind as you're crossing that finish line with a 4th place finish against, the best, the top echelon here in Texas?
Man, it feels really good. I mean, all that hard work, it really paid off, and this is awesome. Can't wait.
And for you, for having a team that really was discredited, well, not discredited, but not even credited, we'll go with that, not credited throughout, the entire cross-country season, now to doing this and representing your team and your city, how important is that to you?
Man, it feels really good. Those guys, they're next to me every day, every night. We run together. They're just as hardworking as me, and they deserve the credit.
And like I said earlier in the interview, you're in the upper echelon now. I think you're the 4th individual to qualify to NXN. I think that's correct. I could be wrong. You're gonna go out there and get treated like royalty. What is that? What are the emotions and thoughts going through your mind in terms of that?
Man, I'm excited. I'm excited for the course. I'm excited to have another cross-country race, and man, I love running.
Well, there's nothing short of spectacular in the way you raced today, and we got one more in you. One more come December. So congratulations, and man, we can't wait.
Thank you.